Hello everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Efya. I hope you are all doing amazing today. If you are looking for a simple, delicious, and satisfying one pot meal that's bursting with flavor, then you are in the right place. Today I'll be showing you how I make my rich and flavorful spaghetti jollof using Brunswick mackerel in tomato sauce and Brunswick tuna flaked Thai chili sauce. This recipe comes together beautifully, so you love it. All you have to do is to wear your apron and let's start cooking. I have already placed my cooking pot on medium heat and I'll go in with some cooking oil. Once the oil is nice and hot, I'll go in with some sausages. I always like frying my sausages first because this gives them a lovely golden brown color and a slightly crispy interior while keeping the inside juicy and tender. Keep stirring them from time to time so they brown evenly on all sides. Now the sausages are looking perfectly fried. They are golden, slightly crispy on the outside and smells absolutely amazing. At this point, I'll carefully remove them from the oil and set them aside. Don't worry, we'll be adding them back later. Now with the same flavor oil still in the pot, I'm adding my chopped onions. This oil has already absorbed some of the delicious flavor from the sausages, so our onions are going to be even more tasty. I'll stir continuously over medium heat until they become soft, translucent, and slightly golden. Now it's time for the tomato paste. I'll add it straight into the onions and immediately begin stirring everything together. Tomato paste is one ingredient you should never rush. Frying it properly removes that raw taste and develops a much deeper flavor that you will love. I'll continue stirring to make sure every bit of the tomato paste is coated in the oil. Now I'll cover the pot and allow the tomato paste to cook evenly while the oil slowly works through it. Now let's check on our stew. Look at that. The tomato paste is already beginning to change color. You can see it's becoming darker and richer, which tells us it's cooking beautifully. I'll give it another good stir, scraping the bottom of the pot to make sure nothing sticks. I'll cover it again for a few more minutes because this extra time makes a huge difference. And now this is exactly what we are looking for. The tomato paste has fried beautifully. The raw smell is completely gone. The color is much deeper and you can see a little oil beginning to separate around the edges. That's a very good sign. Next, I'm adding my blended pepper mix. This mixture contains fresh tomatoes, pepper, garlic, and ginger. I love this combination because every ingredient plays an important role. I'll stir throughout until all the ingredients are nicely combined with the fried tomato paste. Now I'll cover the pot and allow the sauce to cook gently. During this stage, the excess moisture will evaporate, the tomatoes will become sweeter, and all those wonderful flavors will blend together perfectly. And as you can see, the color has become rich, vibrant red, and the consistency is much thicker. You can clearly see that everything has cooked down perfectly. Now it's time for today's star ingredient, our Brunswick mackerel in tomato sauce. As I open the container, just look at that. There are so many beautiful pieces of mackerel packed inside. The fish looks rich, tender, and so generous in quantity. Next, I'll season everything with my favorite seasoning and a little salt to taste. Remember to be careful with the salt because the mackerel already contains seasoning. It's always the best to add a little first. Stir everything together and adjust later if needed. Now I'll gently fold everything together so the fish stays in nice pieces. I'll cover the pot one more time and allow everything to simmer together. This gives the mackerel enough time to absorb all the delicious tomato, pepper, garlic, and ginger flavors while also releasing its own rich taste into the stew. At this point, the kitchen smells absolutely amazing, and I already know this spaghetti jollof is going to be incredibly delicious.
Let's cook and smile.
Now it's time to add the spaghetti. Instead of boiling it separately, I'm adding it directly into the stew while it's still uncooked. Cooking the spaghetti this way allows it to absorb every bit of the delicious tomato and seafood flavor, making every strand incredibly tasty. As I add the spaghetti, I'll gently spread it around the pot so it sits nicely in the sauce. If your spaghetti is too long, you can carefully break it into smaller pieces before adding it, especially if you are using a smaller cooking pot. Okay, now I'll pour in a little water. I'm not adding too much because I don't want the spaghetti to become soggy. The little water simply gives the pasta enough moisture to cook while still allowing it to soak up all the rich flavors from the stew. I'll cover the pot and allow it to do its own thing, and also remember to check on it occasionally and give it a gentle stir so it doesn't stick together or catch at the bottom of the pot. As you can see, the spaghetti is beginning to soften beautifully, and you can already see that rich color coating every strand. Now it's time to brighten everything up with some fresh vegetables. I'm adding my mixed vegetables to give the dish beautiful color and also a little freshness. I'm also bringing back the fried sausages we prepared earlier. And now for another exciting ingredient, our Brunswick tuna flaked Thai chili sauce. As soon as I open the container, you can immediately notice its rich aroma. The tuna is nicely flaked and coated in a delicious Thai chili sauce. That adds another layer of flavor to our spaghetti jollof. I'll carefully add the tuna into the pot and gently fold everything together. I don't want to stir too aggressively because I want those lovely flakes of tuna to remain visible throughout the spaghetti. And just look at these beautiful colors. I just love how this spaghetti jollof is turning out. Trust me, I'll give everything one final gentle stir. Cover the pot, reduce the heat on low and allow it to cook for just a few more minutes. This final simmer gives all the ingredients time to blend perfectly while keeping the vegetables fresh and slightly crunchy.
From Ghana's kitchen full of love, blessings shining from above.
Finally, a spaghetti jollof is ready, and just look at how incredible it looks. The spaghetti is perfectly cooked. Every strand is coated in that rich tomato sauce. I'm going to turn off the heat and let the spaghetti rest for about 2 to 3 minutes. This is simple but important step because it allows all the flavors to settle and the sauce clings even better to the spaghetti. It also makes serving much easier. Look at this. Doesn't it look absolutely mouth-watering? I honestly love how vibrant this dish turned out. Feel free to share this video with your family and friends so they can also enjoy this delicious Brunswick spaghetti jollof recipe. Thank you so much for cooking with me today, and until next time, keep cooking with love, and I'll see you in my next upload. Bye.